Welcome to another episode, guys. We have made it our first week. We are on to our second week. I am your host, Chloe Celeste, and this is Chloe's Candid Conversations. This week's episode, I think it'll be a good one. Hopefully, nothing too interesting happened this week, so we'll see where this takes us. So, let's get into it. So, Kaylee, my youngest sister, got a Temu package. A Temu package and a TikTok shop package. She had bought herself a new makeup bag. And she was like, yeah, I bought this makeup bag because I needed it because the stuff inside like just kept piling up and I just kept having to clean it. And I was like, Kaylee, this makeup bag is mesh. What is it gonna hold? It's just gonna fall right through and get all over the place. And you're complaining that you had one that was holding everything and you just had to clean it every so often. I'm like, okay. Yeah, so she had got a mesh makeup bag, and then she had got some of those little triangle sponges that like you put on your little two fingers and like you like press in your powder under your eyes and wherever else you need to put it, whatever. Yeah, she had got those. And then what else did she get? She got those little what do you call them? It's not the sweatbands, it's the bands that you put around your arm so you stop the water from 1 second. Wow, it's my throat. God dang it. I do not have my water next to me. Yeah, she had got one of those they're not sponge. They're sweatband thingies that like stop the water from like coming down your arms. And then she got the like little matching headband with it that like holds your hair back when you're like either doing your makeup or washing your face and that stuff. And then her TikTok shop package, she got lashes and I want to say adhesive, but no, the glue. There we go. Adhesive. The glue that came with it smelled like straight Sharpie. And I was like, that doesn't smell safe. So, are you sure you ordered the right stuff from the right people? So, yeah, that was Kaylee's package. Hold on. Sorry. I don't know what's wrong with my voice right now. God dang it. Sticking on the topic of TikTok, I had watched this TikTok and it made me feel old. I'm only 21 and it made me feel old. So what happened? Oh, also I'll link the TikTok in the description so you guys can see what TikTok I'm talking about. So in the TikTok, I think it was this father and daughter duo. They was talking about TV and stuff and how TV has developed. And they was talking about on demand, and the dude was like saying stuff about on demand and whatnot, and the daughter was like, what's on demand? And I was like, I beg your pardon? What do you mean what is on demand? She looked like she couldn't have been no younger than middle school. So what do you mean what is on demand? Like, I was so confused. I was like, she really doesn't know what on demand is. And so she's sitting there like confused, and like he's explaining to her like on demand is like when you get all your episodes like on demand. Like you don't have to wait for them to air. You can like go on demand and like watch like season 2 episode 36 of whatever show. That might be too high, but anyway, you get what I'm talking about. You can get it like on demand instead of like having to like wait for it to like come out and whatnot. And she was like, yeah, but why is it on demand? And he was like explaining to her like in the like early 90s or whatnot, late 90s. Yeah, late 90s. He was late 1900s. No, because see, I don't know how that works. 1900s and 1800s. Like, is the 1800s the 19 whatchamacallits, or is the 1900s the 19 whatchamacallits? I don't know. It's confusing. So he was like explaining to them how like when he was a kid, like we didn't have like no pause and like play and like rewind. Like when you was like watching your favorite show and then like the commercial went on, you went and did whatever you need to do, like bathroom break, snack break, and you had somebody that was like there to like watch the commercials and be like, hey, the show is back on. And she was like, she was just amazed and awed. Like she was like, oh my gosh, you guys had to deal with that. And I was like, these goddamn kids, everything isn't as nice as it used as we have it now. Like it's just the craziest thing. And so like you guys gotta watch that TikTok. It's gonna be in the description. So moving on to something else. So school is almost about to start for me, and so I am a planner. I love planning stuff. I love scheduling stuff, putting it in order and stuff and all that stuff. So ever so often, like I'll go into like school's system that they have for us, and I'll like look at my classes and whatnot. Cause like sometimes like the when you schedule your classes, it has a room number where that class is gonna be. Sometimes it changes. So I was like checking that because like I already had screenshotted my classes when I first scheduled them. And so when I had went in, I had looked at it. I forgot what made me do it the way I did, because I had went to the plan to where like you plan all your classes, how you're gonna plan them out until you graduate. And then I had went to the schedule. So while I was in the plan, I had saw that I had 6 classes, and I was like, hold up. This is saying 6 classes, but I'm only scheduled for 5 classes. The math ain't mathing. So I go back to the plan and I see what class it is, and I'm like, did the class get canceled or something? So I go to the enroll and I see that the class didn't get canceled. I got kicked out of the class somehow, and I'm like, okay, didn't get an email, didn't get anything. So why did I get kicked out of the class with no reason whatsoever? The class didn't get canceled. I just got kicked out of the class. And I was like, okay, can I get back in the class? Nope, the class is closed. It's full at full capacity. So I'm like, what the crap? So I go back to the picture that I had took when I had scheduled the classes. So I'm like, looking at the picture, I'm like, yep, it says I'm enrolled in this class. So they kicked me out of this class without any explanation. Oh gosh. Okay. I gotta fix that later because I'm leaning on this goddamn picture. So I gotta think where I was at. So I had the picture of my schedule that I had screenshotted when I first registered for these classes, which was, this is the new season. Oh, hold on. Okay, sorry about that little hold stuff happening. So let me think. So oh crap. So schedule. So I had the screenshot of my schedule and I'm looking at it. I'm like, what the crap? I had this class scheduled. So I am, if you guys hear like a little sounds, like the wind is blowing crazy hard outside right now. So yeah, that like really messed me up. I can't think right now. So long story short, the class that kicked me out of the class, I was gonna get super mad, but then I was like looking at other things and I was like, wait, I should put this class in another semester because then I could have the hours to qualify as a full-time student, so I can get full-time student benefits. and stuff like that. So it all worked out. Even though if it didn't work out, I was going to be real mad and we was going to have a real problem. So that was my schedule dilemma. So last week I had like a very crazy dream. A true crime dream, to be exact. And this is how it went. The dream started off as me being a detective on a case where this couple's daughter went missing, and then they were like worried and stuff. So as the detective on the team, I have a team with me, and we're like asking like the regular questions, like, okay, when was the last time you seen your daughter? What was she wearing? What was she doing? Did she go out anywhere? They was like, the last time you saw her, she was with her boyfriend, yada, yada, yada. So we go to the boyfriend. We ask questions. And he's like, yeah, I was with her that day, but then I took her home and that was it. And so we're like, okay, we need to go back to the parents and like figure out when the last time they saw her, because if she was home, then why did they not know she was home? Did I like not see her or whatnot? And so they're like, no, we didn't see her or anything. The last time we saw her, she was with her boyfriend. So we're like, okay, drawing blanks, we need to figure this out. So we're like, can we investigate your house? Can we like look for stuff around here? They're like, sure. And so the weird thing is that it was like at my, like the scene was like at my grandmother's house. And so it was like in her kitchen, but like it was like kitchen, and then it was like bedrooms. So kitchen, bedrooms. So we walked through the kitchen, through the hallway with the bedrooms. So it had a bedroom on one side, a bathroom on another side, and they was like directly in front of each other. And then they had another bedroom next to the other bedroom, like right next to each other. And so we're like looking around, we're like investigating and stuff, and somehow we find a trap door situation. So it had the girl's phone in a portion of the wall that was like the sheetrock that was like cut out to where it can like lift, like it's like it was like being able to lift, and then like it had strings and stuff attached to it, and then it had an axe in the part that can like lift, and like when it closes it like will like get you. And I'm like, okay, this is weird, why is this in the parents' house? So we're like investigating more, and then like the room next to it was a bedroom per se, but like it had a dining room table in there, and the dining room table would like open up, and like a trap door would so you could like slide down, and it would like disappear in there. And so like, okay, we need to send somebody down there to figure out what is this. So we send somebody down there, they don't find anything. So we're like, okay, what is happening here? Like this whole time we didn't think to like hit up the parents, be like, hey yo, why is this in your house, guys? And so we are like investigating everything, still find nothing. We're like, okay, they have this weird contraption, why is this in here? Didn't like call them in and be like, hey, what the heck's going on? So then we go back in the kitchen, we're like investigating stuff, and we're like, okay, this is weird, we need to call the boyfriend here because this isn't making sense. So we get the boyfriend there on the crime scene. Like, it's the craziest thing. Like, real detectives would not have did this the way that we did, but it's a dream. Like, what can you do? So call the boyfriend to the house. He's like going over like things and whatnot. And so then we're like looking around, and then we like we're opening cabinets and stuff, and we find a mechanism. Like, why is this mechanism here? And then like it has a string attached to it, and I'm like, is this the string that opens the hatch? And then like we're messing with it, and sure enough, it is the string that opens the hatch. And so we're like, okay, weird. Excuse me. And so we're like, okay, we need to figure this out. So I forgot what it was exactly that I had said to like be like, okay, the parents did this. We need to get proof that the parents did do this. And so as we're doing that, like the boyfriend goes into the bathroom and like investigating, helping us or whatnot. It's like the craziest thing. Like, why is the boyfriend helping the detectives when he's not a detective? I don't know. Don't ask questions. So as we're doing that, we're like, okay, she has to be in this house somewhere. Like, where is she in this house? And like the boyfriend is in the bathroom, and we're like, the shower curtain is like closed, and we're like, has anybody checked the shower? And nobody has checked the shower. Craziest thing. Why didn't you check the shower? Pull back the curtain. So the boyfriend volunteers to do it, and we're like, dude, nobody has checked the shower. If she is in there, that would be very traumatic for you. He's like, it's okay. I got it. I can take it. Pulls back the shower. The girl was in the shower the whole time, like butchered and whatnot. And I'm like, we are terrible detectives. Why did we not open the shower curtain? Crazy. But anyways, we're like, okay, now we have a body. Now we need to figure out what led to this and whatnot. And so as we're trying to figure that out, we call up the parents. We be like, okay, we found her body. We know you did this. We're gonna get you for this. And they're like, we did nothing. And we're like, yeah, okay, yada yada yada. And so then the scene moves to my grandmother's living room. Crazy. All this stuff happening in my grandma's house. I don't know. It's the weirdest thing. And so we're like trying to put the pieces together, trying to figure out whatnot. And then we like trying to figure out what the murder weapon was, because you have to ask. But like there was like no blood or anything on it. So we're like, okay, we still need to take that in for evidence and whatnot. And so then we're in the living room. We like looking everywhere and stuff. And then we find these fire picks. I don't know like how to explain them. They're like the old timey fire picks where you like use it to like poke the wood in your fireplace to like make it burn or whatever. And it was 2 of them, and those were still covered in blood. And we're like, ha, we got it. Now we can take them in. So scene moves to the dining room of my grandmother's house. And so the parents are in the dining room of my grandmother's house, and we're like, ha, we got you. These are the things that you used to kill her. And then they're like, you don't have anything on us. And then they start fighting us, trying to like get us and whatnot. But we have the fire picks, and then like they have something too. And then like we're like sword fighting with them, and it's the craziest thing. And so then the parents like run away to the back room in my grandmother's house, and like they're just in there, like I don't know what they're doing. They just was in there. And then like we go outside and like call the patrol unit, and then we need to make an arrest, yada yada yada. Come down, get all this, we need all this stuff and whatnot. Then I go back inside into the back room, and the father has like this bomb that he's about to use to explode himself in the house. And he's like, I don't know the password. You have 4 days to get something on us, or we're gonna be dead. And I'm like, God dang it, we have to hurry up and figure this out. And then that's when I woke up from my dream. So mystery not solved. So yeah, that was my true crime dream. Very crazy. Don't know what to make of that. So yeah. Another thing that happened last week, my friend, me and her were supposed to go shopping at this deals place where like stuff is like super cheap and whatnot. And so we had planned to do this like a week in advance. And then when the time came, she told me that she couldn't go because she had to watch her sister. And I'm like, what you mean you have to watch your sister? Don't she go to daycare? And she's like, yeah, but since I'm here, I'm off and I'm here, my parents are like, they make me watch her so they don't have to take her to daycare. And I'm like, they pay for daycare. It's a set price. You can't get money back from the daycare, as you have told me before. She was like, yeah. So I'm like, so why are they having you watch her? And she's like, just because. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like, the math ain't mathing to me, so like I'm just sitting here confused. But yeah, and she had told me that like for the 3rd year in a row, she had to watch her sister on her birthday. So I was like, well, that sucks, cause why do you have to watch her on your birthday? And she had just turned 21, so like, want to go live it up. Can't do that because she gotta watch the baby. I'm like, okay. I don't know what to say. I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut because that's not my situation. I can't do anything about that situation, so I just can't do anything. So yeah, that's that. I feel bad for her. I wish I could do something, but I live with my parents as well, so I can't do nothing. So I hope it works out for her. Yeah. I recently got a new lip balm. It's one of those Vaseline all over body sticks. I use it as a lip balm because I could not find. So what I usually use, sounds like I got a list. What I usually use is it's also Vaseline brand, not sponsored. It was an advanced lip therapy treatment, and I can't find it anywhere in the Walmart. So I'm like, okay, gotta find something else. And I saw that, and I remember I saw on a TikTok that a girl was like using it like as she was like talking about something. I was like, okay, this should last me about 3 years because it's so freaking huge. So yep, I got a new Vaseline lip balm. It's like super huge, and yeah, should last me about 3 years. This next piece saddens me so much. So I love SpongeBob. Love SpongeBob. So while all the kiddies were on break, I guess Nickelodeon decided it was like, we're gonna put SpongeBob on all day, every day. And for me, I was like, heck yeah, I'm here for it, man. I'm here for it. But now, since school is starting back up for the kiddies, they have went back to their regular schedule where they're not showing SpongeBob all day, every day. And so now I don't have nothing to watch. I have to scavenge. I'm a straggler trying to find something to watch because all I had to do was just turn on Nickelodeon and SpongeBob was there all day, every day. Now it's not there, so I don't know what to watch. So sad. Guess I gotta just watch regular TV now. Can't watch SpongeBob, gotta find something to watch, or either watch YouTube, watch Netflix. But the thing is, like, I can't watch TV just like that. Like, I gotta be in the mood to watch certain shows. Like, my recorded shows, I have to be in the mood to watch those shows. I'm not in the mood to watch them. So that's why I'm like, I'm not watching them like all day 24/7. I should though, because like I have like a crap ton and it's just terrible. Just terrible. What else do I want to say about this week? I have notes, but like these notes aren't like about everything because sometimes I forget, sometimes I don't forget. School is starting for them kids. Oh, that's what. Canceling school for weather. Man, like, I get you have to cancel school for like extreme weather, but like with my sisters, like I joke like, y'all don't need to have school canceled. Y'all need to go to school. Because like when I'm off, I don't want them off too, because then the house isn't quiet. it's quiet, but then it's not quiet. Like if you get what I'm saying, like you have younger siblings and like they're still like in high school, middle school, elementary, and like you're like older and like you're in college and you're off for certain periods, longer periods, and they just have those, they either cancel school for weather like they did the other day. Like I was laughing my butt off because they canceled school the other day. It wasn't for my sisters. They don't go to school until like later in the week. But they had canceled school for a certain school. I forgot what school it was. And because it was supposed to rain like super bad and hard. And I was like, okay, why is the weather supposed to be like this? And then I had like checked the weather and it said 100% chance of rain. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, I get it. Completely 100% get it. And so then the day came and it did not rain or get any bad weather until after school hours. And I was like, ha, that's what y'all get, because it didn't even rain. Hold on. Didn't even rain. Y'all wasted a day. Now you gotta add a day. I was like, I don't know. It's just crazy. But yeah, they be canceling school. Them kids need to go to school. Like the teacher work days. I'm like, why y'all got these teacher work days? If I'm not, if why I gotta be here while y'all not, why y'all here? Why y'all gotta be here while I'm here? I don't want y'all here. Bye. Shoo. But yeah, that was my week. So that is all for this episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you guys next week. Bye.